Hello everyone and welcome to my Bachelor Nation 24 channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Mark Anderson too young to take lead on Golden Bachelor. Fans fell for Mark Anderson when he appeared on The Bachelor during his daughter's hometown date with Joey Grazade. Instantly, fans wanted him to be the Golden Bachelor. However, now, many are beginning to wonder if their first thoughts could be wrong. After all, he was the youngest man on Joan Vasso's season of The Golden Bachelorette. At only 57, is he too young to be the next lead? Keep reading to find out what fans are saying. Is Mark Anderson too young to be the Golden Bachelor? Many fans are still hoping ABC decides to make Mark Anderson the next lead on The Golden Bachelor. However, some disagree and think that he is too young to be cast as the lead. Many feel that the Golden Bachelor should be at least 60 years old. Some feel that Mark would potentially want to date younger women instead of those much older. Joan was only 61 when the show was filmed. Would he want to date anyone much older than that? Casting a lead in women in their 40s and 50s seems to not really qualify for golden year status. It was a surprise to many when Mark appeared on Joan Vasso's season of The Golden Bachelorette. However, some think to this day he was a producer plant, and there was no chance for him to ever make it to the end of her season. Just as many expected, Joan did send Mark home before he had a chance to introduce her to the rest of his family. Her reasoning is still controversial, as she said he was not over his late wife Denise. However, she talks constantly about losing her husband, and it happened much more recently than Mark's loss. With many saying Mark is too young to be cast as the lead, do you think it could still happen? Do you want to see Mark as the Golden Bachelor? Is he even still available? Rumors have been flying that Mark Anderson may not even be single anymore, which would definitely take him out of the running to be the Golden Bachelor. He was seen at a Halloween party with One Tree Hill alum Barbara Ellen Woods. She played Deb Scott in the hit drama. The two were even costume coordinated. She was Cinderella while Mark was dressed as Prince Charming. They were adorable, and there was a photo taken where Mark was looking down at her with what appeared to be smitten eyes. Mark Anderson's presence on The Golden Bachelor has left audiences divided, raising a rather pointed question. Is he simply too young to be taking on the lead role of this heartfelt, mature journey? As the youngest of the candidates to potentially lead, Mark's age hasn't just sparked curiosity, it's sparked debate. At 42, Mark Anderson stands out in a cast meant to spotlight love in the later years of life, alongside contestants in their 50s, 60s, and 70s. While not too young in the traditional sense, it's clear he's a generation closer to 30 than to 60. His energy is infectious, his perspective refreshingly modern, but when it comes to leading a show meant to explore the nuances of love and romance at a later stage in life, many fans question if he's the right man for the job. Mark doesn't just look the part of a youthful contender, he lives it. A sports enthusiast, adventure lover, and social media aficionado, he's got the charisma and charm, sure, but that's part of what has stirred the question. His social media is filled with gym selfies, rock climbing videos, and snapshots from spontaneous trips across the globe. Fans of the show know him for his humor, but beneath the smiles and perfect snapshots, some wonder if he might lack the depth that makes the golden journey what it's meant to be. A search for love filled with stories of lives deeply lived, of dreams found, lost, and cherished. That contrast is evident during his heart-to-heart talks with contestants, which are often light and witty rather than intensely reflective. Where Jerry Turner, last season's Golden Bachelor, would delve into deep stories of lost loves and decades-old dreams, Mark sometimes shies away from those weighty topics. In his words, he prefers to live in the present, enjoy the now, and he's undeniably comfortable with who he is. But some viewers find it missing that touch of gravitas that defined past bachelors. His interactions with the contestants themselves have also added fuel to the debate. Older contestants have remarked on his youthful vigor, sometimes admiringly, sometimes in confusion. In one particularly memorable episode, contestant Rita, a vibrant 61-year-old widow, voiced her concerns to Mark directly. She admitted that while she found his energy inspiring, it was hard to imagine a future where they could align their lives, fears, and hopes for the next chapter of life. "Mark," she said thoughtfully, "we're looking at different sunsets. The rift between Mark's world and the expectations for the Golden Bachelor go beyond age. His ideas on love seem to skew more toward modern expectations, instant chemistry, shared activities, and an openness to change. A man of the digital age, he often references experiences like swipe right culture and modern relationships. For many, his terms feel jarringly out of sync with the themes of the show. The Golden Bachelor is about more than dating. It's about companionship and love that transcends youth's fleeting flames. There's an underlying understanding that time is both precious and finite, an idea Mark sometimes sidesteps with his focus on keeping things light. Yet Mark isn't without his advocates. For some fans, his age and energy are exactly what the show needs to move forward. His admirers argue that he brings a refreshing approach to the series, something that can appeal to both older and younger viewers. He's drawn attention from audiences who might otherwise skip the senior dating show. His humor and style resonate with audiences who appreciate his ability to laugh and share silly moments on dates, whether he's trying his hand at line dancing for the first time or accidentally splattering paint at a pottery class. Those rooting for him believe he's breaking down boundaries, showing that there isn't one right way to age or love. But some skeptics wonder if his romantic pursuits align with the golden element of the show's mission. If the Golden Bachelor was created to provide a platform for showcasing the profound, the rich, and the sometimes bittersweet search for companionship in life's later years, Mark's inclination for breeziness might seem somewhat out of place. This sentiment wasn't lost on former Golden Bachelor, Jerry, who, in a recent interview, diplomatically expressed concern about the next lead maintaining the heart of the series. "There's something beautiful," Jerry said, "about understanding that every moment is precious." The franchise itself, however, appears ready to evolve, aiming to expand its appeal and bring in new fans while preserving its core themes. And for that, Mark might actually be the perfect choice. Despite his age, he brings a genuine sincerity, a willingness to learn, and an open mind. Perhaps he can evolve into the role, taking on the weight of his suitors' stories and learning from their resilience, their laughter, and their sorrows. Rumor has it that Mark himself has started to take the criticism seriously, reflecting on his purpose in the role. In an off-camera moment captured by producers, Mark was seen reading a letter from his late grandmother, a woman he describes as his greatest mentor and source of strength. With visible emotion, he shared how her story of love, loss, and remarriage late in life inspired him to join the show. "Maybe," he admitted to the camera with a misty gaze, "I'm here because I've still got a lot to learn about love." His journey on the Golden Bachelor might just be as much about his growth as a person as it is about finding a partner. If Mark can bring the sincerity of that off-camera moment to his on-screen role, he may find himself living up to the golden title in unexpected ways. He'll need to meet the demands of a lead whose role is both to connect with his suitors and to represent a demographic that knows love is more than just sparks. It's weathering storms together. It's commitment even when things get tough. It's the peace found in knowing you're truly seen. Ultimately, the real question isn't if Mark is too young, but if he can embrace the heart of what the Golden Bachelor means. Fans will just have to wait and see if Mark's journey will be one of discovery, of deepening connection, and of a love that not only lights up his life, but also warms the hearts of viewers. After all, he might just prove that love, like gold, shines its brightest only when it's tried by fire.